Oneyplays!
With friends.
Wow.
Chris,
It's all over.
would you be happy if it made your face?
That's Herc's boy.
Wow.
Yeah, it sure is.
You three saved the day and not him.
If that was my face,
Yeah.
I would screenshot it.
You know, if
That's a good-
Hercules didn't punch
that's a
out
good idea.
Hades, you wouldn't have
I'd
saved the
prove it.
day.
When it happens, show me.
I'll try it over and over until it happens. I love Kingdom Fire.
Do you consider Sora, Donald, and Goofy true heroes?
Yes.
Why?
They are colored and they never give up.
Okay.
That's all I need.
Is that it?
Yeah.
And by that you mean colored in because they're cartoon characters?
Yes.
Precisely.
Okay.
Wait a sec. I
This
thought
is
everything was
stupid.
supposed to be under control.
You just realized.
It's like you said, they come out of nowhere!
Remember that?
Must be Organization 13
That's
again.
random humor.
We
I
better go
love
see
it.
John.
They're always doing the monkey cheese humor over there.
Monkey cheese. Remember?
Look, it's Clued. What'd he say?
Talk to him. I like being sad. Okay, cool. Cool Cloud. Do you remember Purple Monkey Dishwasher?
I do.
That was fucking hilarious.
Of course.
Scrooge McBlue.
Oh, it's a bonding moment.
One generation to the next.
Oh boy, this is so good.
It's my semen.
Duck semen is
so
blue.
salty.
You learned it here.
Stupid asshole.
Okay, end of scene.
That was really interesting.
We now know.
Can I do something?
Doing
No.
your mom.
It's
doing-
because Roxas used to eat that ice cream!
Can I get up here now?
I love Roxas. I think he's probably the cutest out
There
of
we go.
all.
Do you get your rocks off the Roxas?
I want to put a rock in his ass.
That's awful.
That's a hardcore Kingdom Hearts fan.
I get it hard like rock.
The thing you do to him!
I'm underage. Oh, okay.
Wait a second, so am I. You're right.
I want you to send
I'm
naked
underage.
pictures to me right now.
Don't go in there, Sora.
Sora, she's a
I've been
temptress.
down
Hang on,
this road.
hang
She's
on,
trying
Sora.
to bait you.
I'll go in first to check if it's safe.
Do not heed her lies, Sora.
I'll take one for the team.
She
She
told
is a
me.
woman. Their tongues are forked.
She said she'd send them to me and never happened. I sent her mine, though.
What's the MCP? I just keep thinking Mad Clown Posse,
My
but that's
cock
not right.
porn. Wait, MCP?
What's MCP, Julian? Master Computer Protocol.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I see miracles every day.
Like these things, what the fuck?
Are they?
I like that part. Do you ever hear the Miracles song?
Yes, I
Yes.
think everybody's heard
Where he goes,
miracles.
and my little boy looks just like me.
Yeah. He shows his little juggalo boy.
He looks, yeah.
And they fade it in over the starry night sky. It's beautiful. Oh my god. But this isn't.
He said there's a part where he's like, a pelican stole my phone and ate it. Like, how did you let that happen?
Because it was a miracle.
I see miracles. My foot blew off and I can't find it.
That's a miracle.
I stepped on a landmine, then I ate it.
How'd he eat it after stepping on
Because
it?
it blew into a million pieces. He walked around
Eat
with
it
one
like,
foot.
like a little bowl of cereal.
I threw my back out today. How did that happen?
How does that work?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
There's another part where he's like,
That's the
"There's
magnets,
the sun
yeah.
and the moon. How do they? Oh,
He
magnets.
says fucking magnets. How do they work?
I was so mad the first time I heard that song. I was furious.
Was it because of that lyric?
so
Probably.
Was fucking magnets, how do they work, the thing that set you off?
magnets. I've seen a million people all in one place is equal.
A million juggalos under one tent.
A million jugglers stabbing each other. It was beautiful.
Pulled together by one magnet. How does it work?
By magnetism, yeah.
Send your solutions to this address.
Juggalos have gravity that only affects each other.
Juggalos are naturally attracted to one another.
I poured acid in my son's
They're
cereal.
like stand users.
They run into each other all the time.
This is just a law of the universe.
And there's one Juggalo, there has to be others around. It's
And
true,
they're,
though.
like, heartless.
Well, it's true, though.
They can-
If
they
there's
exist.
a Juggalo there probably
They
is other
exist for
Juggalos
as
around.
long as
There's
darkness
probably a
exists.
Juggalo community in that area.
In the hearts of
Ding
man.
dong.
Yeah.
What would you do if you were watching that video for the first time and he says, my little boy looks just like me? But the video footage that he's saying over it is just him holding him over the Hoover Dam and he drops him down it. And you see him tumbling.
Is that why he gets rid of him? I took care of that real quick.
He tumbles down all the way.
I thought you were gonna say he says that, and it cuts back and he has his child's face.
No! That's brilliant.
It should just be a whole music video screwing with you.
Oh god, you're making me cry. That's the funniest image.
You're gonna be okay, Chris?
And he says, look again, I don't have a son.
But I got his face, isn't this fun? My laugh is changing this year. It's fucked up.
It's
Why is that?
hurting.
It's becoming more like old. Like
I have noticed that I cycle through laughter styles. There was this time where consistently my friends would say I had a prospector laugh.
like
Yes, I think something like that.
I'm the old
Like
prospector.
it was very like, oh, I'm an old.
I definitely have a few
gold
different
miner.
laughs.
You used to do that when I first moved in, Julian. You go, you do stuff like that.
I don't know why it doesn't stick, but that's just how it is.
I think laughs do change.
Everything changes.
It's too bad because you want to think of a laugh as one of those things that's like a fingerprint, like everybody has a unique one.
The hardest I've ever laughed, it didn't sound like me. It was when, do you ever see that clip of Niall falling over?
Uh-huh.
That was
seen
the
that, I
hardest
think.
I've ever laughed, I think.
Was
and
it really?
It doesn't even sound like me. It sounded like a fucking chimpanzee. Like, oh, it's not like that actually at all.
No, that's funny though. It made me smile.
If you listen to it, that is the most genuinely hard I've ever laughed.
You must find the zombie king.
Spherical.
Was it? I don't know what to say. I'm defeated. There's nothing I can say to come back to that.
He smashed his face into the ground, and he fell over for no reason. He didn't even trip, he just fell like a baby.
Poor thing.
Chris, what if he happened to break all of his bones when he fell, and you were laughing at him?
Well, no, the reason I laughed was because he got up and he said, I don't even know what happened, I just fell over. He just looked, he looked confused. It was so
Chris,
funny.
I'm doing
What
a
if you-
hypothetical.
what if
you're
years
pointing and
later-
laughing, but he turns and looks at you, and half of his face is coming off.
Oh
Then
my god.
I would probably laugh, but out of shock. Like, that's why people laugh a lot of the time. It's
true.
because they're confused.
It's air
Laughter, a
escaping
big
from
thing
your
about
body.
laughter is that it dispels tension.
It does.
You know, it's a coping mechanism.
And then someone goes, "What is wrong with you?"
I've seen situations where horrible things happen and people laugh, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? But it's just normal, because they're just like coping with it.
I mean, sometimes you need to also be able to laugh at that stuff to get over things that
Yeah.
have happened.
But I mean, in the heat of the moment, it's really weird to see someone laugh at something horrible.
In the heat of the moment, it's very weird for someone to spontaneously fall, I agree.
In the heat of the night.
It sounds like Rita Repulsa every time he does that. Then he goes,
Oh, I love that.
Finally, a place to shit.
we watched the Power Rangers movie.
We did.
I like that movie, even though it's stupid.
It's very stupid,
very
but
stupid.
Ivan Ooze is a lot of fun.
Ivan Ooze is a lot of fun. He's probably one of the coolest looking villains ever.
He's a goofball.
He's really
I think it's
scary
a
in a
fun
weird
idea.
way.
I wish there was a goop themed villain. That's fun.
You remember when they rebooted the Power Rangers movie?
I thought they were gonna have him. I was
yeah,
like,
no,
that would
Ivan
be a
Ooze
good
is like,
idea.
he's so cool.
By
and
the way, that happened.
Yeah.
Everybody forgot that happened.
It's
that
because
did happen.
they didn't do anything cool with it.
They just didn't do anything
They made it
with
bland.
It
like,
just happened.
Good
and that
job.
was it.
You took something colorful and fun and you made it bland. Good for you. You fucking hack.
I guess to be fair, I've only seen half of it. I couldn't sit through it. But maybe it gets more interesting, I don't know.
Too bad. So sad. How do you take the Power Rangers and make it boring? Fuck you.
They did it.
That's another thing. Can we talk about the Sonic fucking poster that came out today? How do you take?
We had a feeling you were gonna bring it
Listen,
up. You can't talk about it.
I'm not mad at that one. That one is so
Well, that's-
stupid to me
let's
that
tell the
I'm gonna
story.
laugh at it.
I got really mad at Ding Dong because he was trying to show me the poster for Sonic, and I was like, I don't want to be part of this discussion. This entire thing is stupid. Like, you know, it's, oh, the marketing is now like, oh, let's talk about whether or not it's bad.
Yeah.
I don't want to be part of it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I can't reach this thing. And I got really mad at him for trying to show me, but then I saw it on my own on accident, and I started laughing really hard. Why does he have like a human body? That's really weird.
The big thing for me is the silhouette. You can clearly see there's an eye popping out of it.
Yeah.
Meaning he's gonna have big, probably black marble eyes, and that's
Not
gonna
big, small, tiny little realistic eyes is what it looks
big
like.
enough though that they jut out like that.
No, they protrude is what you're
Yeah.
saying, but they're not big, they're tiny. It's fucking
I'd say big because they're bulging out.
Every eye bulges out, their sphere.
They don't bulge out that hard.
Okay, well,
You
anyway.
look at your pet cat, and there's a huge sphere coming out of their face.
Yes, actually, if you look at the cat's eye
They
from
don't
the
come
side,
dripping out.
it fucking does.
They don't come dripping out. Why are you squeezing your cat?
Listen, are you
Okay,
listening?
I'm listening.
If you take an eyeball, it's not a perfect sphere. It actually does come out further than a sphere would.
Chris, I'm just trying to exaggerate a conversation
I
to
know.
extend upon it.
No,
I'm sorry.
babe. I know, babe. I'm sorry, babe. But listen, all I'm saying is,
You're wrong.
no. Oh no, all I'm saying is,
I don't know what we're saying because I already
That Sonic design-
I threw away the
the
whole
Sonic design that they showed, right?
Uh-huh.
I would actually laugh and respect it if it was so fucking stupid and fake that they did that just for the poster, just to get people talking about it.
It could be.
Then I would be like, okay.
Okay, can I ask you this then?
Yeah.
Why was it with Detective Pikachu you were having fun smiling at how stupid it looked, but you couldn't do it with the Sonic one? Because I could do it with both. I think they're both really dumb.
The only reason is because Sonic has already had a bunch of stupid shit, and no one takes it seriously.
Yeah,
and I
and-
want them to take it like a little. I want them to just respect that Sonic is a cool franchise, because I like the aesthetic that all of the Sega games had and the world that they had.
Well,
I thought it was cool.
Sonic's also been a really experimental franchise that
Yeah.
they always pass it off to different people, and people who like it or people who don't like it, no one seems to even know what it is anymore, because
Yeah.
I would say they were about the physics, but people always say it was about the speed. But then when they got the speed, they would say it was about something different, that it was the characters that were the problem.
No, yeah.
It's like the worst thing in the world to work on, that
Certainly,
franchise.
it's been through so many permutations that you couldn't really come up with
Yeah.
like a singular identity for it anymore.
And even if you
unless
do,
you're going back to those core three games.
And even if you do that, because Mania came out and was good, even then,
Even
people.
then, personally, I think the original aesthetic is a mess. Like they're like rubber hose 30s cartoons, but
I
like
love it.
everything
Yeah,
is
I have no issue
CG.
with how it looks. I like the
I'm
look
not saying
of it a
it's
lot.
bad. I'm just saying it's incredibly confused.
I think Sonic's classic design is fucking marvelous. I think it's beautiful.
The OVA design they had for him, I really liked.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
But, that was the thing with Mania, even. It was getting some people who were just still like, oh, but it belongs to this property, so whatever. You know, just shit on it. And it's kind of a bummer, because it's like, yeah, they're never gonna be able to do anything with it, period. Ever. Never, ever, ever. It's a doomed franchise. You could do the best things in the world, and it's still just gonna kind of get put down because of its reputation, so...
Yeah,
it getting a shitty film, I'm not surprised.
That's the only reason I was kind of like, I wish they had just done a good
Yeah.
movie. One good movie. Just,
But I know it's gonna be the most embarrassing thing in the world, and it'll probably be really funny.
yeah, that's
so-
true. And so that it'll be like funny.
I mean, consider
yeah.
the Sonic fan film.
But that's another
And
thing.
people got excited for that one.
No,
Hey!
No, that's the other thing. That's the first thing I thought was, this looks worse than Sonic fan film. Like, if I want to laugh at something cringy, I got Sonic fan film. I wanted this to be like something good, that's all. That's the only thing.
What if you saw the trailer for it and it was like the Super Mario movie? Would you feel better? Because you're going off of just a render
if
of
it's
it,
that
too.
off the wall,
As long
you're
as
saying?
it's
Yes.
completely ridiculous,
If,
sure.
if it has live action people, I mean, it's Sonic. Come on, think about it. If you have live action people interacting with Sonic the Hedgehog in the real world, which is probably what they're gonna do,
yeah.
I could see them taking it in a direction where it could be the stupidest thing and just be really funny because of it.
Yeah.
but it probably will just be a boring direction, is what I would say.
That's
Honestly,
the thing.
Detective Pikachu might go down a boring route too. I'm hoping it'll just be stupid.
And that's another thing, like, name good video game movies.
There aren't any.
Most of them aren't even so bad, they're funny. Most of them are just boring. So that's what I'm expecting this to be.
But that's what I would say is the charm to some of the ones that are so bad they're funny, is that at least they're really entertaining.
Yeah, but there's not enough of those.
Like,
Well,
Julian,
we just watched the,
you watched Street Fighter, and you said you had
I
a...
love the Street Fighter movie. That was really fun and entertaining.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, and
I've
you end
never
up
seen
having
that,
fun
actually.
with it.
Oh my god.
It's not Sid, he's my favorite.
Why'd he zap him?
There you go, Leon. One
Oh.
homemade program. A
that
Wizard
was,
special.
It's my theme tune. Probably the coolest song on the soundtrack.
Be on your guard.
That was him on his guard. Look, he's on his guard.
I'm sorry for
he
being.
did not put out the computer fire.
Sorry for being a negative Nazi about this.
Oh,
Sonic.
you're not. I'm just saying, like...
I just wish they would make a.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, though, with Sonic in general, I know it's never gonna reach anything again, because it's just not gonna be allowed to.
You know what? That's what more of it is to me. I wish there was more good Sonic content than bad. That's
Sonic
all.
only receives negative reinforcement, and that's the only reason a lot of people even follow it. I mean, you have people who will play those games and, like, pretend to be invested just because
I do have a
shitting on
weird
it
love
gets
though,
it so far.
for the kind of scary Robotnik aesthetic, like the scary overworld. Did you ever play Sonic Spinball?
Yeah,
I actually
remember
like
Sonic.
that aesthetic.
I had it on Game Gear, I remember.
that
I,
one had
uh,
the scariest like Saturday or Sat AM aesthetic. Remember that?
Yeah.
I like that.
That's because that was Western developed.
Yeah.
The, oh my god, the menu music is really bad in that.
Oh, I remember Sonic Spinball having a bad soundtrack.
I like the first level music a lot. I think it actually sounds pretty good, but I remember the menu music is like, it deafens you.
I need to hear it again.
Editor, play it right now. Okay, turn it off. That was bad. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was a really good time in general for that series, I would say. Was like around Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic Spinball and all of that. After that, that's when they kind of fell off.
Think of a game engine that you enjoy that you would throw the Sonic like graphics over that would make it a good Sonic game.
I'll say this. Even though it's kind of rough around the edges and you can kind of go either way with it, I know a lot of people like Sonic Roboblast 2.
Never played
And that
it.
was a Doom mod that's been worked on for like, I don't even know how many years now, 14, 15 years? And they're still working on it today,
Really?
and it's just a 3D platformer in the Doom engine with Sonic.
Wow.
And they even have multiplayer. There's a fan project they showed a video for a little while ago. They're making like a kart racing thing based off of it now.
Cool.
So there's like 100 tracks in the Doom engine tied to it.
Wow.
You can do a lot with the Doom engine. I know they're even doing new official Doom maps this winter, apparently.
Wow.
Official ones.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool to see that. If there's a game engine that I think is one of the most flexible in that regard and still gets modded, Doom still has a really dedicated scene around it, and people still make the most like incredible things with it.
That's cool to hear.
Have you seen any Doom mods?
I remember you showed me a really weird one when we first started talking.
Which one?
I don't know, it had like Simpsons graphics in it and
Oh,
shit.
did I just show you Simpsons Doom?
I think, yeah.
There's cool ones though. Everyone talks about Brutal Doom. I remember there was one I saw with like all these magic abilities they came up with, and you could like launch enemies into the air and then like chain moves together off of them. And it was actually really cool to see that, like a first-person shooter where you launch enemies in the air and then do stuff to them. Someone recreated Donkey Kong Country in it. There's a lot of really neat stuff you can find. You just have to look.
What was other shit we used to talk about when we first started talking?
I don't remember.
Really?
That was like 5 years ago.
Was it?
I think it was.
It couldn't have been 5 years ago.
I
I think
think
it
it
was like
was.
3 years ago.
No.
If it was when you guys first started talking, it would have had to have been quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Because I came out here almost
I mean,
3
we've
years
been
ago.
on the show for almost 3 years,
Yeah.
haven't we?
Are you fucking serious?
No, I think it's been like 4 to 5
What
years.
the fuck?
I'm
Am
so
I
sorry, Chris.
making that up? Is that not true?
No, that's about right to me.
That's scary to think. I
think
met
it's-
you at that MagFest for the first time, but before that we were talking for a bit.
I remember you thought I was going to be morbidly obese. You and Corey both told me that.
Yeah, no, it's cause you were like a super coder, like, internet man.
I remember Julian's roommates assumed I would be bald and obese. Everyone assumes the best of me.